Hello folks, it's I80386SX, and I come to you with another vintage computer video. This one's an upgrade, not necessarily repair. As you see, I have a Compaq LTE 5200. I know it's upside down, but that's just the way the laptop presents itself. And as you can tell, this thing has been through some horrible trauma. But it does still turn on, so that's the number one thing. Does it run? This one fortunately does. Trying to unhinge it with one hand here is proving to be difficult. What I'm going to do with this one is a simple upgrade with the memory. And for those that know Compaqs, there's your memory count right there. It's just 12 megs. And if you really want to be official, you can go into BIOS and see it right there. So we're going to upgrade the memory on this guy. So first thing you want to do is remove all power. Even if that battery is probably just a paperweight now. And there are no obvious doors on the bottom of the unit. Let me put this thing right side up. So, how in the world do we upgrade the memory in this thing? It's actually really easy. You flip it up like so. There are two screws here. These are your screws. To get to them, you need a T8 torx bit set. I believe it's a T8. I will confirm that once I get this cover off. And keep in mind where the screws go. No, it's probably not ideal that I have it on end like this, one-handed, but so keep those screws off to the side. This is where a magnetic screwdriver may be of value, because I just can't get that one out. And it is in there good now. There we go. Nope, that's what we're going to do. That's one way to do it. Dump it out. And let me see what we got here for a screwdriver tip. It is indeed a T8. So next thing we want to do is we got to pull this plastic piece out. And I am not entirely sure how to go about that. Well, I thought this was going to be an easy one, but maybe a little bit more of a fight than I anticipated. We'll look at the new replacement module for clues here. Now, this one's got a nice... Unfortunately, the replacement does not have any clues, as it has a nice pullout. So this one doesn't have any obvious pullout spots. So let's see if we can take a small flathead and force that little plastic piece out. That looks like that's our hint right there. Or maybe the whole darn thing comes out. So I don't think I'll be able to do this with one hand, so let me get this out and then we'll continue on with our video. Okay, so there actually was a hint. There was a little arrow right here. I'm not sure if that's for the screw or if that's for to assist with pulling this memory module out, but either way, it's out. Nice quality Kingston E5016. No other obvious part numbers from what I can tell, and this one's very loose on the board, so I don't know what to think of that, but anywho, let's pop the new one in. This is, if I can hold it the right way, it's actually an original Compaq part. It appears it's either an 8 or a 16. So let's put this in. This slides right in, at least that's the theory. Try it again. Well, I guess we'll leave it at that. Who knows what else is going on with this computer. Maybe there's some plastic in the way, maybe there's something we just gotta fasten down. Or maybe this thing has to come out a little bit. Let's try to pull that out. This one has a metal piece that the other one did not have. It is very possible that that is getting in the way. Trying to do this one-handed may be my undoing. The damn thing went right back in on me, of course. Let's pull it out. Oh, that's what it's... Okay, that's interesting. This one still don't want to go in. It seems like it's all the way down, but the plastic just doesn't want to quite line up, so... Oh, darn it. So, let's turn it on and let's see how much memory this thing sees. You can always mess with plastic later. Although I think it does have to snap in. Here comes the fun. I gotta open this damn thing up again. There we go. It is not fastened in all the way. So, with magic of video editing, I'm going to see what went wrong with this. Okay, I think I figured out what's going on. I think it's just a very tight squeeze, and there is a misalignment with this laptop, which I don't think I'm going to get on camera, but we'll try this again. You may have to pull the memory down towards you when you do this, and it will eventually snap in, but it does require some force no matter what way you look at this. See, it did snap in, but it did require quite a bit of force. Now at this point, probably not a bad idea to turn your computer on and test this memory, make sure it actually does detect properly. And I'm wondering that if my original was an 8 meg slot, but this thing is so loose and floppy that one of them may have only been detecting. So, may have gotten traded an 8 for an 8, but there we go. I'm going to try to open this thing one-handed again. And like I said, this thing has been through some hell. And we got 16384. $16,384. Now let's see if I can boot into Windows. Exit. I don't really anything to save, but and before I was not able to boot into Windows 98 because I believe it requires 16 megs of RAM. With 12, it did stop me. And it still stopped me at this point, but as you can see, it does see the full 16 megs of RAM. So at this point, you take the power off again, put these 2 screws back in, and that's it. So, usually don't put any, upload any videos involving replacing memory, but these LTEs, most of them are so unique that they have special hiding places for them, like this one. So, I hope I saved somebody some time on restoring their vintage computer. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, or constructive criticism, feel free to put them in the comments section. Thank you again for watching.